Here's something that may be a bit of a surprise. Christie calling Donald Trump's legal team a, quote, national embarrassment. So this article reads, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie on Sunday called President Trump's legal team a, quote, national embarrassment. Christie told ABC This Week host George Stephanopoulos that it was time for Trump's refusal to concede to end, adding to pressure building for members of the GOP to begin recognizing President-elect Joe Biden's victory. And so basically, I guess he said, Sidney Powell accusing Georgia Governor Brian Kemp of a crime on television, yet being unwilling to go on TV and defend and lay out the evidence that she supposedly has. This is outrageous conduct by any lawyer, and notice, George, they won't do it inside the courtroom. They allege fraud outside the courtroom, but when they go inside the courtroom, they don't plead fraud and they don't argue fraud. I've been a supporter of the president. I voted for him twice. But elections have consequences, and we cannot continue to act as if something happened here that didn't happen. You have an obligation to present the evidence. The evidence has not been presented. I said it on election night, and I hope more say it going forward, because the country is what has to matter the most. As much as I'm a strong Republican and I love my party, it's the country that has to come first. So remember, Chris Christie was in that debate prep room. He was helping Trump prep for his debate. He was giving him really bad advice. He was telling Trump to talk over Biden, which would, I guess, expose his stutter, which ended up being a really failed strategy for sure. Didn't work out. Actually made him it made him look a lot worse. So, was he sort of a, spy or something like that? A mole? I don't know. But it is definitely true that the legal team has been a national embarrassment. And I think anybody with even the slightest dose of skepticism would be skeptical to these claims being made by Sidney Powell. And it is true that once they get into the courtroom, none of this happens. Like, people are sending out tweets of stuff, and all their evidence comes from either it's like the Washington Examiner or it's some website that somebody created. Like, I'm seeing random blog sites of random people who are quote-unquote journalists saying, oh, we found evidence of this. Show it in court. Show it in court. What am I supposed to do about that on Twitter, dude? They don't have anything. That's why they're not showing it in court. That's why it's all getting thrown out so hardcore. It just got thrown out by a conservative Federalist Society, constitutionalist judge. It's all just a massive joke at this point. Show it in court if you have something. They're just buying time. I don't know what they're buying time for. They're definitely buying time for some kind of move that they're trying to make. I just don't know what it is at this point, honestly, but they're definitely doing something. I don't know if they're raising funds for potential future legal battles, what it is, man, but they have no chance. They're just trying to hold on. And again, yeah, I think Chris Christie's definitely on the money here. Definitely, certainly a national embarrassment by any standards, I feel like.